Students, today we'll be learning about types of sentences, that is, simple, compound, and complex. Let's first learn what exactly do we mean by simple, compound, and complex. A simple sentence has one subject, one predicate, and only one finite verb. A simple sentence may or may not include a non-finite verb. In this example, I did not understand classical music. I is the subject, did not understand becomes a finite verb, and classical music becomes the object. Next, we will learn about compound sentence. A compound sentence consists of two main clauses, that is, joined by a coordinating conjunction or coordinators. Each of the main clause is a complete sentence in itself with a subject and a finite verb of its own. Thus, a compound sentence has two finite verbs and a coordinator. In the example given on the screen, we touch it and become gold ourselves. We touch it is the first main clause with touch as the finite verb. We become gold ourselves is the second main clause with become as the second finite verb. These two main clauses have been joined with the help of the coordinator and. Now, we will move on to complex sentence. A complex sentence consists of a main clause and one or more subordinate clauses joined by a subordinating conjunction or subordinator. Here, the main clause is a complete sentence with a finite verb and the subordinate clause, which has another finite verb, depends on the main clause. The subordinate clause always starts with the subordinator. Example, she had not remembered that her brother was very ill. In this sentence, she has not remembered becomes the main clause. That her brother was very ill becomes the subordinate, with that as the subordinator. Let's revise. A simple sentence has only one finite verb. A compound sentence has two finite verbs plus a coordinator. A complex sentence has two finite verbs plus a subordinator. Now that we have understood the concept of the types of sentences, let's learn how to synthesize or join them. First, we focus on how to make a simple sentence. For combining or transforming a compound or complex sentence into a simple sentence, you must understand and remember a funny mnemonic. CHIPPAD or CHIPPAD. Let's go through this mnemonic in detail. C stands for removing all kinds of conjunctions like coordinators or subordinators from the original sentence. Suppose you are given a sentence, she is not only intelligent but also hardworking. Here, not only and but also is a coordinator, therefore it must be removed and the two sentences must be combined without changing its meaning. Thus, we can rewrite this statement as, besides being intelligent, she is also hardworking. Now, we only have one finite verb, is, in the sentence. Hence, it is a simple sentence. The second technique is to use a participle, having. Having is a non-finite verb and can be used as a substitute for one of the finite verbs in the original sentence. The thief saw the policeman and ran away. Here, in this sentence, there are two finite verbs, saw and ran. Therefore, by using having and the participle form of saw, we can convert this sentence into a simple sentence. The answer would be, having seen the policeman, the thief ran away. The third technique, I, stands for using an infinitive or the to plus verb form in the sentence. My mother gave me money so that I could buy some books. Here, again, since there are two finite verbs, the second finite verb could buy must be written in an infinitive form, to buy. Hence, we have, my mother gave me some money to buy books. The first P in the mnemonic stands for using a participle instead of one of the finite verbs in the sentence. As she was tired, she sat down to rest. Here we replace as, which is the subordinator, and was, which is the finite verb, with being, which is a present participle. Being tired, she sat down to rest. The next P in the mnemonic stands for using a preposition with a noun form or gerund. In this method, the subordinator, coordinator, along with one finite verb can be replaced with a preposition and noun form or a gerund. When her husband died, she was left alone. Here, the subordinator when and finite verb died can be replaced with preposition on and noun form of die, that is, death. On her husband's death, she was left alone. Another technique used to synthesize sentences into a simple sentence is to use adverbs or adverb forms of a word. In the example given on the screen, the word carelessness could be written in its adverb form to get rid of the finite verb, was. The subordinator that must also be removed. The answer would be, he carelessly forgot his book. The last technique, D, is to simply delete extra words from the sentence. For example, this is my dog whose name is Phantom. Here, we need to eliminate the subordinator whose and the other finite verb is. The answer can be written as, this is my dog named Phantom. Expressions such as besides, owing to, in spite of, according to, with reference to, on behalf of, etc. also can be used to form simple sentences. Next, we move on to learn how to transform or rewrite a sentence as a compound sentence. Since a compound sentence is created only by using coordinators or coordinating conjunctions, you need to remember the mnemonic for coordinators that you learned in the chapter related to conjunctions. Here, 3 stands for the conjunctions: either or, neither nor, not only but also. FAT stands for the coordinators for, and, therefore, respectively. The conjunctions for boys are but, or, yet, so. Students, you must remember that while combining sentences into a compound sentence, the meaning should remain the same and one of the given coordinators must be used. Let's consider a few examples. Hurry up, you will be late. For this example, the conjunction or can be used. Hurry up or you will be late. The use of the conjunction or has retained the meaning of the sentence. In the second example, the 2 main clauses can be combined using so or therefore. The answer would be, he was stubborn, therefore he was punished. Students, always remember, whenever you are asked to convert a simple sentence to a compound sentence, another finite verb and a coordinator must be added to retain the meaning of the sentence. When a complex sentence is to be converted into a compound sentence, the subordinator must be removed and a coordinator must be added by making appropriate changes to the sentence. Lastly, we will be learning about complex sentences. It is important to use subordinators for the formation of complex sentences since it includes a main clause and a subordinate clause. The usage of subordinators will depend on the meaning of the 2 sentences being synthesized. Again, we have a simple mnemonic here to remember the list of subordinators you could use to form complex sentences. What bites you? Each of the subordinators given on the screen can be used to form complex sentences. Let's take a few examples. He is a criminal. It is a fact. Here, we have two sentences that needs to be joined with the subordinator. We can use that as the conjunction for this sentence, and the answer would be, it is a fact that he is a criminal. Another example is, he worked hard. He wanted to feed his family. Now, the individual worked hard in order to feed his family. Therefore, we could use so that as a subordinator to make it a complex sentence. He worked hard so that he could feed his family. Students, remember that to convert a simple sentence into a complex sentence, a subordinator along with two finite verbs must be introduced.